Welcome to Movie Hosers. Today we have a special guest sitting in with us who's going to be reviewing
Crimson
Tide.
Crimson Peak.
Crimson Peak. Mr. Mel Gibson, how are you today? Easy there.
He's getting excited.
This is not a soundboard, by the way.
Yeah, it's not.
Right?
All right.
Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so what are we talking about today, Mr. Gibson? We're talking about Crimson
Yeah,
Peak.
pretty sure.
And this is not a soundboard. All right, so we had the opportunity to watch Guillermo Del Toro's Crimson Peak.
With Loki in
With
it.
Loki and Mel
You
Gibson.
understand me?
Yes, yes. Probably not working
Okay.
very good with the soundboard, is it?
No. Mr. Gibson, you're not being very dynamic with us.
Whoa!
Oh, wow. Harsh.
See, the key to the soundboard is to have them kind of talk as you're finishing, right, Mr. Okay, all right then. Oh, he's breathing heavy. All right, enough of the cursing.
It's a lot of Gibson. Can't
So-
handle.
What about this Crimson Peak thing? It was marketed as a scary, spooky horror, as far as
Yeah.
I could see.
I thought it was gonna be spooky, and it wasn't. It was a romance.
It was
Was it?
one of those. It was one of those paperback novel romance things with Loki holding
Yeah.
this chick in his arms and
It was.
a spooky ghost far away that really doesn't do anything. Right, Mr. Gibson?
All right.
That's too
All
quiet.
right.
All right.
Jeez.
Now,
He wants to know now.
stay in the fucking house.
I'm gonna have to censor some of this. He's so mean.
Yeah, it is Mel Gibson.
It is.
Yeah.
And just about every single thing on the soundboard is a curse. He is a really angry person.
I mean, the soundboard says Mel Gibson insane soundboard.
Oh.
So
I thought it was Lethal Weapon soundboard. So, Crimson Peak, marketed as a horror, looked really, really scary. Guillermo Del Toro, how can you possibly go wrong? However, I'm not the biggest fan of his horror stuff. I'll be honest with you.
his weird stuff is where it's at.
Pan's Labyrinth was interesting. He's a good storyteller, right? You
Hellboy
think?
was good,
Hellboy's awesome.
and that first movie he did with that beetle thing, and it would like that old guy had it, and he put it on his arm, and it would like suck his blood, and then he'd become more youthful.
Yes, Beetlejuice, right, Mel Gibson? Okay, pain in the ass.
Ah, okay. It's hard to read at the side.
You get it now?
This is annoying.
It's a little bit, but he's sitting in with us as a soundboard.
On our laptops.
So yeah, I can't remember the name of that movie. Oh, that was It was like really
was
weird, but it also had
all-
Hellboy in it.
It also had Ron Perlman.
Yeah, Hellboy
You're Ron Perlman.
as Hellboy,
Ape Man Ron Perlman.
who's fun. He's fun.
Ape Man.
He's a fun guy. So Crimson Peak is basically this romance thriller mystery movie about this
Romance.
haughty blonde chick who's nowhere near as hot as haughty other chick who plays Loki's sister in Crimson Peak. I
Oh.
can't remember her name. She was in
The blonde
Tree
chick?
of Life and no, the other one. What was her name?
It's not Ava Green, is it?
No.
No.
She's like a redhead chick, and she was in Mama and stuff like that.
Wasn't Mama also Guillermo del Toro?
I think he had a hand in it, but I don't think he was like director. Or
I
anything
thought
like
he
that.
directed it.
Oh,
No?
very similar kind of CGI
'Cause,
kind of thing.
yeah, there was also that one about the Tooth Fairy or whatever.
the
where
Tooth Fairy.
Those Tooth Fairy creatures that
Yeah.
are like stealing teeth, and it was
Interesting
really bad.
story, but not horror enough for me.
No, only the last 10 minutes were really good.
And so Loki falls for this. Oh well, Loki and his quote sister, haughty sister, end up going to America to try to get some money out of this wealthy dude because he's got some sort of red clay, I guess, some red magical clay.
Oh yeah.
And the father tells him to hit the bricks. They find out that the two, Loki and his sister, are scam artists that are just trying to get the money. The father dies some sort of mysterious way. We don't know.
Yeah.
Could be murder. Could be suicide.
It wasn't really mysterious.
No?
No.
What do you think, Mr. Gibson?
Stay in the fucking house.
That's the one I want. All right. So, and stop.
He needs to cut that out. Otherwise, we're gonna have to kick him out.
Mel Gibson? Yeah, he's out of control.
Yeah.
And he's not in this movie.
No. He's not in any movies
he's
anymore.
Not in anything. And so then when her father dies, she ends up going to be with the Loki guy and going to England to live in his shitty giant mansion house.
With Clay.
And she is, spoiler, should I say it? That she's slowly, like, poisoned.
Well, you already said it. Doesn't matter what I say now.
so, and the movie doesn't really do too much. Because, I mean, there's ghosts and stuff that are being spooky a little bit.
A little bit spooky, not really.
But, it's...
They show up and they go, "Murr," and she runs away and then they're gone.
To me, I've seen this sort of thing many times over.
It's kind of cliched.
Yeah, it's like come to the house, the ghosts are gonna tell me something's wrong,
but it's not really about the ghosts. It's more of a love story.
Because Loki really does love her.
Yeah,
but he's also not, doing stuff with his sister, which is sort of his wife too. Something, I don't know. But anyways, there's the red clay. It's beautifully filmed.
It's really pretty.
Like, it's really a beautiful film. It's a neat story, but it's not up until the last little bit that you said that things started to happen.
Things started to happen, and you were like, the movie's finally getting good. It ended.
Yeah. So I was saying that what should have happened is they should have told the entire first. Let's say the movie was what? Let's say the movie was like, say, 100 minutes. The first 1 minute should have been the 99 minutes before that. And then the last 99 should have been the 10 minutes stretched out.
Yeah.
It should have been a slasher film where he's chasing her through the halls trying to kill her. I don't know. It just should have done more, I guess.
Something other than a romance that was just bland.
Yeah, and there's great acting.
Poorly marketed.
The acting was great.
Poorly marketed.
You go into it thinking that you're in for this kind of a Woman in Black kind of horror-ish thing. Even Woman in Black was similar, wasn't it?
Woman in Black was kind of like... Yeah, it was, actually.
A little freakier, though, I would say. Because this had some creepy scenes in it.
Woman in Black went full-out horror. This one didn't know what it wanted to be. Guillermo Del Toro was like, I want to make a romance, but people only know me for horror, so I have to put a horror element in it.
Or the studio marketed badly. But, Guillermo Del Toro apparently lives in he has a house with his wife, but then he has a second house, which he goes to work in. And his second house is all decked out, all creepy.
Yeah.
He's got all kinds of scary stuff in it. And in order for his imagination to come up with this stuff, and I'm going,
maybe he should go outside every once in a while.
Yeah, maybe he should just use his imagination instead of, just instead of just coming up with this kind of thing, because it just, I don't know, interesting movie, but as a horror, I think it kind of fell flat a little bit.
What about as a romance? I think it also kind of...
Yes, you just did.
All right. What does Mel Gibson think about this? All right, you won't ask him. He didn't like it either. I wonder what Mel Gibson would give this movie.
It is.
That doesn't make any sense, Mel Gibson.
I'm trying to find... Mel Gibson's thinking about something to say here. Here we
You
go.
don't have any fucking friends except me.
That's... yeah. Right.
Yeah, I liked Lethal Weapon too. So yeah, this movie kind of jumped the shark, maybe.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of okay with some of the stuff Guillermo Del Toro does. Like, I thought that one with the giant robots was fun.
Yeah, Pacific Rim.
If not insane and crazy and unbelievable and unrealistic.
Kind of really stupid, but...
Really stupid, but fun.
Kind of fun, yeah.
Fun. This movie, I didn't have a lot of fun. I thought it was alright. And, I was thinking I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10 toques.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10 too.
Because that other one with the big beetle on the arm and stuff was more fun.
It was a lot more fun. A lot better story.
Better story.
A lot more creepy.
Yeah. The one with the
Had
one
Ron
with the
Perlman.
Yeah. The one with the stupid tooth fairy creatures in it didn't really. I watched it and I kind of thought the same thing. I thought, really, where's the horror?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah, these things are weird and creepy and stuff, but I don't know. I think I find horror scarier when it's almost like you think that it could potentially happen.
Yeah.
But these things that are set in different periods, like this was set back in whatever the 1800s or 1700s or even, I guess it'd even be before that.
Yeah.
Could be 1700s or something. It was the Gothic period or whatever. Beautiful, but doesn't really do anything for me.
No, it was a pretty film. That's about it.
Yeah. All right. Is that about it?
Yeah.
Is that about it for...
Stop lying to me about fake tits.
All right. Beep that out.
Like a fucking bitch on heat.
And we'll have to beep that out, too.
A fucking if you want.
And then there's him laughing in here, too.
Is there? Find it.
Oh, where's his laugh?
You make my life so fucking difficult.
That's not a laugh.
Is that the next Joker?
You're gonna... Yeah, that'd be awesome. Jeez, is he ever... Do you think he's angry?
That was when he got like really drunk and called his wife and threatened her, didn't he?
Did he?
I think so.
I thought that was him being normal. All right, so that's it for Crimson Peak. We got to keep it. Hey, that's like just over 10 minutes. That's
all
not
right.
bad. All right.
Wow, way to
Comment
Nice
and
comment.
like, subscribe. Tell us what you think.
and thank you,
Thank you.
soundboard Gibson.
All right. Thank you, Soundboard Gibson. Thank you, Soundboard Gibson.
Give
Which-
us.
I'm sorry, I'll put you in a fucking rose gun, you cunt.
She's so angry. All right.
Is
Is that it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, bye.